Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having a great and amazing day. I hope everybody's week is going great. Hopefully if you're in any trades, I hope they're green and they're up. So I just want to talk about a few things today. I want to go on a little rant about some very important things that I've been thinking about, and maybe you're going through that yourself and you haven't really thought about it, or you haven't set much mind to it, right? So we're going to talk today about 3 things that might be stopping you from being profitable. So number 1, right? You're being impatient. So we all come to trading, Forex trading, stock trading, whatever it is in this financial market niche, right? We all come for money. We're all here for money. We're not here because it's fun. We come here for money. And there's a lot of impatience where you're jumping from strategy to strategy. You try the swing trading, you try intraday, you start scalping, you're doing breakouts, you're doing supply and demand, you're doing all kinds of things, and you're just being impatient, right? Do not do this, right? Do not do this. I need you to pick one, set up a strategy, back test it, and if it makes sense to you, if you can explain it to somebody with no issues or problem, you need to go back, demo it, do it constantly. Sometimes you're going to have weeks where you're just going to lose, right? But trust me, it happens with every single strategy, right? It goes through times where you lose, or it might not even be losing trades. It's just the way that you manage it, right? How many times could you have won, but you decided to wait and then ended up closing out in negative, you know? So sometimes it's the way that we manage things. So impatience is key. Like, if honestly you do not trade a certain day because there's too much news in the market, because it's too volatile for you, because there's no volume, whatever it is that you have set up, and you go against that because you're impatient, because you're seeing your setup right now, that's going to destroy you. That's honestly going to destroy you. Now, with that being said, that leads me into my second point. You don't have a plan. You don't have a trading plan. So it's very, very important that you know exactly what your criteria is to enter a trade, right? Whether it's 3 easy steps, whether it's 5 steps, whether it's 10 steps. But you need to have that written down until you can follow it and see, you can visualize it in your head every time you take a trade, right? You need to have like a checkoff list. And if you want to do it like online, you can write everything down online and have it like in a sticky note in your computer, or like write it down on stickies and have it glued, right? Put a notebook, whatever you have to do, have it on your phone and pull your notes from your phone out every time you go into a trade. But you need to have a system, right? A criteria system. It's like, if I see this, this, and this, I'm executing. If I don't, I just don't, right? So if you watch Sunday, I was looking at GBP NZD, right? And I was needing a particular candle body to close over an area of resistance, right? We're waiting. If you watch that video, you can see what I'm talking about. And it didn't happen, right? But I could have got in, right? And it would have been a terrible entry and I would have lost that trade, right? Because my entry criteria was a certain thing and that's what I set up, right? We're in the trade now. Hopefully it hits. We're in profit now. But we had to wait, you know, impatience and following a trading plan. That's going to kill you. Right? So I'm going to do a video later on this week about creating a trading plan, and we can do one together. But just between that time, just think about what is that you are always looking for when it comes to getting into trades. And last one, and this, everybody does it at some point, over leveraging, right? You are trying to hit home run trades on every trade, and that's not going to happen. And it sucks because sometimes I have great trades back to back, and it's like, if I would have still more, I would have had this much. And I start making up numbers in my head of how much I would, and no, that just wasn't going to happen. You know, you need to increase your lot size gradually, right? Whatever makes sense for your account. You can't go on Instagram and see people with the same trades making 20K, 30K when you have a $500 account. Like, that's not going to work. You need to stop doing it, right? You're gonna get confident because it happens, and it's a cycle, because like I've been doing this for years and I have times where I get confident and there are times that like I feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, right? You need to, when you are overly confident, you need to leave the computer alone, right? Because that's where you will mess up. That's where, after a great winning streak comes a losing streak, right? I need to continue doing whatever it is that you're doing and not because you've won several trades, you over leverage, and next thing you know, you just gave away all your profits. So you could be already profitable if you didn't do this to yourself, right? Because we're trying to see profitable to some of us is like, oh, well, we're not full-time traders, or we're not making 5 figures on each trade, or we're not 6-figure traders, or whatever it is, right? And that's not the case, right? You want to end up the week in green, right? You want to have a greater percentage than how you started off the week. That is profitable. Can we do that constantly? Yes, we can, right? You can go on Google, and I can see if I try to share it. Look up a compound calculator to see if you were to do 2 to 3% continuously for a year, how would that look, right? Stop trying to go for home runs, right? Stop over leveraging, because you will over leverage and you will lose everything. Next thing you know, you're refunding your account, and the more times you refund your account and you lose a trading challenge, whatever it is, it's just going to discourage you and you're going to give up. And we're trying to hold on to this as long as we can, right? Live to trade another day. Honestly, that's all it is. You just want to stay in the game. How long can you stay in this game? And one day it will all flourish and come together, right? But we need to water and water it slowly. We can't just drown our plant all of a sudden. It's not going to grow like crazy just because you put a gallon of water on it. It's not going to work like that. It doesn't work like that. So listen to what I'm telling you. You know, really think about what you're doing wrong. If you need to step away, you need to take a break, go ahead and do it, right? So remember, impatience. You don't have a plan. You don't know what you're doing. You execute differently every time. You don't break down your chart. Like you skip all your steps. You don't know what your steps are. You can explain them to somebody. So you don't have a trading plan. And number 3, you are over leveraging. You're messing up, right? We cannot go for home run trades on this $50 account that you have. It's just not going to work, right? There are influencers, there's gurus, traders, whatever, that are doing flips, right? And just know that you are more than free to try and do that, but that will not be sustainable. That will be something you do for fun, something you do on the side, something to show off to the gram. You don't do that if you're trying to do this for a living. Like, that's not going to work. Those people that do that for Instagram and YouTube, it just gets them views. That's what they're doing that for. You know, they have enough money, and how they treat their real account is not how they would treat this flip account. So just think about that. I'm sorry, I think I'm spitting. Just think about that, and just look at yourself in the mirror a little bit and focus on what you're doing and forget about what other people are doing. Just saying. So that's just a little rant, something that I wanted to share and get out there. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. They're just me yapping. I am going to do like my weekly trade updates and my chart breakdown, and I hope you guys are taking advantage of that and can use that. So whatever. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching me. Love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be back soon. Bye-bye.